Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today. This is a second recording because I'm an idiot. So yeah, we have this final war of the season is going to be against the Alliance Salty. I was in Salty for 3 seasons, so shout out to the people that are still there from when I played there a very long time ago. We are taking just 3 fights this war today. Map just worked out that way. Not a big deal in terms of how many fights I have on the season overall. It's fine. I don't care that much, and I wouldn't mind using less grade boost for the final war of the season. This first fight, though, is going to be No 36 Chee versus Jessica. Should be a very easy fight. This is also only a 6-star Jessica, which will make this fight easier. I used a power start 1 to hopefully get to my tranquilize quick and start to make this fight much easier, so we don't have to rely on our cleanses for the debuffs. So we get the tranquilize up. This is one I open as well, so obviously we're not going to parry. Bait whatever special she gets to. I'm not too worried about either one. And yeah, as you can see, the fight's going well. There, I'm going to do a light attack just to close the gap so I can punch the special one. We're chipping away. We're going to do a full combo into the special 2, and that's going to end the fight. So, super easy first fight. We do have 2 fairly challenging ones up next. We are going to jump into the first one, which is going to be a Deathless Thanos on node 47. Chee is a great option for this for several different reasons. One, she has Grit, which counters Unstoppable of the node and of Thanos' kit, obviously, so it's good to have that versus Thanos. And then the other one is that we have a Cleanse, which means we should shrug the Falter. Now, there is a delay in between the Falter being shrugged and it applying, so you don't want to just fully rely on it and assume, oh, I'll never miss an attack, because you 100% can. So I am aware of that. The other part is I'm obviously not going to have 100% uptime on my Grit, so I do want to track his Unstoppable as much as possible, along with my Grit. So here I'm playing aggressive here because I know I'm going to get the Grit, and then I will ignore the Unstoppable from the node. Here we're going to heavy punish. I am going to do this a decent amount when I can, just to keep the bleeds rolling. We didn't have the Grit up at that time, but we did get the Unstoppable ourselves. We had a heavy, keep pushing back into his corner. Here we throw a special 1, which is going to remove the incoming Falter we're going to get. Bait a special 1 here. Heavy punish before the Falter triggers. Bait another special 1. There he goes. We're going to combo in. Here I see the Falter's about to come, so I wait. Just fine. We get a heavy push him back. We get the Unstoppable while we do that. Combo in, throw our special 1 to get the Grit again. Bait the special 1. We're going to heavy punish here. And yeah, so the fight's going down well. Here I see the Falter's coming, so I'm going to wait. And yeah, it's watching a bunch of different timers, which can be difficult, but it's not too bad. Bait the special 1 here. See the Falter's coming, don't want to deal with it. Combo and Relic, and down he goes. So happy with how that fight went overall. Took a couple blocked hits there at the end, but you know, last fight of the season with Chee, and we had at 80% health. Next up is this Enchantress here. Oh, I'm sorry. Photon doesn't really answer the node at all, but she's a great counter for Enchantress. It's a rank 4 Photon, should be fine. We're not going to throw a single special. But we're just going to play the node. Here we're trying to bait a heavy, punish, remove the green spell, go for the intercept, remove the orange spell, and now we're off and running. We're going to do our best to just do 4-hit combos and try and push her to special 3s and tank them. I am running an invul. I'm also running half suicides here. I debated going full suicides, but I didn't really want to deal with the bleed or the poison damage hurting me. So I just ran half suicides running the bleed because we're obviously not going to throw a single special. Here we push a red, and we get extremely generous AI here. I kind of noted that in our chat, and Matt and Fuse didn't seem as enthused about it, as they tend to get awful Enchantress AI, and I've had pretty good luck with mine. I'm sure that will change next season, but I'm not going to complain so far. Here, she finally throws a special 3 after we get an extra 3, 4 full combos off. So she is down at 27%. This point, the fight's over. I would have to catastrophically screw up for me to throw this fight. I do make a mistake here. She does dash back and intercept me, but it's fine. We're going to punish her here. Full combo into the relic. And then we end the fight with, yeah, there was a 46k crit. So yeah, we were doing a ton of damage. And that ends our war and my season. As an alliance, we did end up losing this war as expected. I did not think we were going to beat Salty. And my battle group actually had one of our worst performances of the season, which sucked, but we performed really well overall, so I'm really proud of how we did as a team. We really kind of spread the fights around. We didn't have anyone have an extremely high amount of fights. Myself and then Mike and BMXG were both, they were both in the 70s. I was close to the 70s, but the rest of the team had a pretty good spread. I'm going to expect that to be used going forward. We definitely want to send the matchup versus the player to most fights now, especially with the new map. You can't really just brute force your way through fights, and that was kind of my approach to planning the season because of that. And then as an alliance, we did finish 12th overall, which is good. Didn't come down to the final war to finish Masters, which was great and nice, easy way to end the season for the officers, so we weren't stressing. So I was really happy that happened. And yeah, pretty happy overall with our season. I would have loved to have finished top 10. We did finish 12th after 2 docks. TCN was docked, of course, as expected, per usual at this point. And then the Turkish alliance we faced, NT06, was also docked. So 2 of our losses came against alliances docked, which sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of how our alliance finished overall, and I will now jump to the overall stats of the season. And looking at our final stats of the season, we had a pretty solid season overall, 69-2. Obviously, I would like to eliminate the 2 deaths. The Null versus Red Skull timeout was horrendous. Then we had the Longshot boss death, which also, or Longshot versus Nova boss death, which also sucked. Both were very preventable, one by me being a better planner and the other one by me being a better player. But yeah, 2 deaths on the new map, not bad. In terms of fight type, 41 path fights, 14 shared, 12 mini, and 2 boss. So a good spread there. Got a lot of mini fights, mini bosses, so happy with those. Tier 1 record, we have 30 deaths now, and then nearly 1,500 kills, which is a lot. Probably means I play too much, but that's kind of what the numbers are. We dipped below 98% solo rate again, and I'd be surprised if we get back above it with the new map. In terms of champions used, Photon did a heavy lift as my new rank 4. My other rank 4 Onslaught was on defense, but not like it would have mattered since he was banned most of the season anyway. Then 13 fights from Ironheart, doing the dust on node 31 per usual, and then she also took some Zolas. She took the node 48 Photons, which trying to go figure something else out because I don't like that fight. But yeah, and then Null had a good amount of fights, which was really nice. I haven't used him in war much before this season, but he was really enjoyable to use overall. So I'm hoping I'll get to use him going forward again. And then Shothra had a good amount. Chee had, the 2 this past war and 1 previously. And then Dazzler had a good war. 1 war where she used 3 fights, and then a little spread between the rest of the people. So happy with the different champs I used. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more fights for different champs, but, with Photon taking 28, it's not that surprising. I didn't get to use Crossbones this season, which was very surprising. I don't even remember the last time I didn't use him in a season. I don't remember the last time he wasn't one of my top 3 most used champs in a season. So we'll see if that changes. I think the people kind of played the map where there wasn't many options to use him versus a lot of the hazard shift fights that we took this season. But yeah, overall, happy with my performance, happy with the Alliance's performance for the season. So yeah, good season for us, and we'll see how we end up doing the following season. But I'm excited. I enjoy the new map. I think it's a good challenge. I think a couple nodes might be slightly overtuned, but overall, I do think it was a good choice to update the map and breathe some new life into war. But that is going to do it for this video, though. I hope all of you had amazing war seasons as well and got good rewards. But that is going to do it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time.